Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k battle report with me, Xenovids. Now today's battle report is between a Nurgle Chaos Space Marine army and my Eldar. So let's go on and see how they do. So let's take a look at the mission type. We rolled and we got the Crusade. D3 objective. +1. Deployment type is Vanguard Strike. So look at the table and objectives today. Got a large hill, a group of trees, some ruins, another hill. In the centre is the first objective, another objective in the ruins at the far left with a hill and pond. Got some more ruins, which holds the third objective, and some barracks with a water feature and hedges. So looking at the Eldar deployment, I've got my Wave Serpent with Fire Dragons next to 10 Guardians with a Bright Lance, a Wave Serpent with 10 Dire Avengers, my Wraith Knight, some Wraith Blades with a Spirit Seer in the ruins of the objective, as are Dark Reapers, another unit of Guardians, 10 Jet Bikes with a Warlock, and in the background is a Fire Prism. And looking at the Psychic powers, I didn't like what I rolled, so I went with the Primaris power and got Conceal for my Spirit Seer and Warlock. And the Warlord trait I got was -1 modifier to my opponent's reserves, but he has no reserves. So on the table he has a Land Raider with some Nurgle Chaos Terminators, a troop of Nurgle Marines on one of the objectives, a Land Raider, 2 Rhinos with a 10-man Plague Marine unit inside, and a Defiler with Typhus behind the Land Raider. Looking at the psychic powers for Typhus, he's got Weapon Virus, essentially making a unit's weapons get hot, and Gifted Contagion, which has various effects, minusing strength and toughness. But is it night fighting? Yes it is, on a roll of a 4. So let's go into turn 1 Eldar movement. I moved up my Fire Dragon in the Wave Serpent, the Wraith Knight, the other Wave Serpent, move my Fire Prism across to get a better line of sight. Shooting one shot at the Land Raider with a Bright Lance. Missed. Firing the second one at the other Land Raider. And missed again. Firing the twin linked Bright Lances from my Wave Serpent. Hit! Needing 4s, but I roll a 3. And so, firing my other Wave Serpent at that, I managed to cause a hull point, a crew shaken. Got a direct hit with my Fire Prism, needing 4s, getting a good number, and failing his cover saves, meaning he has Feel No Pain, and he fails them as well. So my Wraith Knight is now firing at the same squad which is holding the objective, firing with the scatter lasers first, and then with his Sun Cannon, which is a good strength 6 AP2 weapon. I get to re-roll these because of the ability of my scatter laser, giving him laser lock. I'm unable to hurt his Rhino. So going into turn 1 Chaos Space Marine movement. Moving his Land Raiders up, causing a box around his objective. And now proceeding to shoot at my Wraith Knight. Firing everything he has with that first Land Raider at him. I then make my armor saves, fail my invulnerables, and lose 2 wins. He fires with his second Land Raider at the Wraith Knight. He then fires his Defiler at the Wraith Knight. And misses. He fires his Reaper cannon at it though, and I fail another wound. Fires the last few shots that he can at the Wraith Knight. Doesn't do anything. So, going into the turn 2 movement phase. Move my jet bikes around, and my Crimson Hunter comes in to play as well. Let's see how effective he is. Firing Bright Lance at the Land Raider again. Miss again for the second time running. More Bright Lance shots at the Land Raiders. A hit. Nearly falls. Miss. And again. Hits. Missed. Hit. Missed. Every time I've fired Bright Lancers at Land Raiders, I have failed in this game. Good going. And I try to take down his Rhino. I take down 2 hull points, but I don't manage to wreck it. Firing more Bright Lancers at the Land Raider. So now, firing the Crimson Hunter at the Defiler. I do get a pen. And I roll a 1. So he's still around, but he's lost a hull point. So my Wraith Knight sees Typhus and decides to shoot at him. And then fires the Sun Cannon at him as well. I'm again able to re-roll, which is a great ability. I do love the new Wraith Knights. They are excellent. They've done really well for me in my last 20 or so games that I've played with it. Anyway, with all of that, I do manage to wound Typhus, and then I proceed to assault him. I have 5 attacks on the charge, and 3 of them go through. I then need 2s, and if he fails this, it's instant death because it's strength 10, and he fails his vulnerable saves. Goodbye, Typhus. Splat. So, turn 2. Can the Chaos avenge their fallen leader? Still quite a lot of the Chaos models still there, which is quite intimidating. So he proceeds to take some shots at the Wraith Knight now that it's out in the open and not in combat. So 1 wound so far, and there's 2 wounds so far now. I fail 1, and I fail another one. With 1 wound left, can he survive any more shots? The Rhino fires at it, misses. The last Land Raider is then forced to fire its las cannons and heavy bolters at the Wraith Knight. And I needs freeze to hit, to wound. Invulnerables of a 5 up, a 3 and a 4, and it goes. It goes. How is that going to fit my old some fire dragons in a wave that are quite close to his army now. So he tries to take that down, and he is unsuccessful. So he has some snapshots at the Crimson Hunter, and he is able to penetrate it, causes a few hull points, and I'm locked in velocity. So my turn 3. I bring the jet bikes around the corner, trying to do a pincer action onto the last of these mechanised units. Hopefully my luck can change with my Bright Lances this time round. My Crimson Hunter then snap shoots at the Defiler, Managed to get one hit and a glance. Not bad. I was hoping for more of a pen. So, first Bright Lance. And Shuriken Cannons. Yay! I'm able to pen it and only cause a whole point. So, now relying on good old Melter from the Fire Dragons to take down the Land Raider. Melter is the best way in the game to take down Land Raiders and Monoliths and anything that's got a lot of armour. So now firing Bright Lance shots at the Land Raider, and I failed to armour pen it. Typical rolling from my... So now his Plague Marine units come out of all the vehicles, and it becomes very scary for my Eldar. So now he fires some shots at my jet bikes in the corner. Getting a good number of hits, including plasma, but I have a free up armour save and cover saves, which I make. So I lose one jet bike there. He then starts firing at my Fire Dragons. And kill a couple of them. The Defiler then spies a good shooting opportunity and is able to take down 5 Dark Reapers, 4 Wraith Blades, and a few Guardians. Brilliant shooting. Very devastating. Not good. He's then able to take a whole point off my Fire Prism, and then he spies my Wave Serpent and decides to try and hurt that. And as you can see in my movement phase, he wasn't able to take down that Wave Serpent. Or was able to take down that Wave Serpent, sorry. And I moved a few things around, shuffled them over. Now I'm going to try and take down those Nurgle Marines. Buying jet bikes. Then he fires, but if I get a 6, it's AP2. And I managed to take down 1. Then my Fire Prism tries to take down his Plague Marines. Plague Marines are really difficult to take down with toughness 5, armor value of 3, so power armor, but then they feel no pain. There's a lot of maths to get through to try and wound, fail his armor save, and then feel no pain. It's definitely a war of attrition when you're playing against a Nurgle Marine army. And as you can see, I'm not doing very well with my shooting, and they're slowly grinding me down. Taking my Wraith Knight down is a big thing in this army. He's 300 points, the way I've got him, kitted him out, and this is the first time he's been taken down properly, and my army is slowly crumbling under the pressure of Nurgle. And as the dice is rolled, more and more shots are taken. But I'm just unable to really do anything. Every Bright Lance shot I think in this game has either failed me or not done a lot. Let's see how well the jet bikes can do in the assault phase. In the challenge that I accept, I don't wound him. Can he take me back? Can he get him? No. A really cool feature of the Chaos Space Marines is the boon table. I mean, any character, that includes the equivalent of sergeants in Tactical Marines, so his Chaos Plague Marine had a champion in it. Any character that has killed another character in close combat proceeds to roll on a boon table, which enables it to get special upgrades. So he could get a +1 wound, +1 toughness, or he could be turned into a spawn or a demon prince. It's very exciting. It's only ever happened once in the last 30 games I think we've played, and he got turned into a demon spawn, which was hilarious. But no such luck in this game, and as you can see, he's now with his battle cannon taking down droves and droves of my guardians and troops now, which is starting to become quite devastating for the Eldar. And I can't say I'm enjoying losing these models now. I need to bring a swift counter-attack onto his chaos. But in the assault phase he tries to assault my Die Avengers. I get to Overwatch, snapshot, and I manage to cause a wound, which he fails. And he doesn't make it in the assault phase. So now my jetpacks continue to fall back. It could be the last turn, so I bring my Wraith blades up into the objective. So at this point, if the game ends, I would win, because I had First Blood, I have Linebreaker, Warlord, and an objective, whilst he only has an objective. So I'm hoping to just whittle some of his units down and win the game on turn 5. So again, just firing at some of his vehicles, trying to take it down and failing again miserably. Those were Bright Lance shots as well. More Bright Lance shots. And causing some penetrating hits. There's the Bright Lance there. And the Rhino does eventually go down. A Rhino went down, but by turn 5. It took 5 turns of shooting with Bright Lances, and all it took down was a Rhino. Now I just need to make the Die Avengers either a distraction unit or try and claim the objective in the middle. So I try to assault him, and assault him before he assaults me, and then I'm able to hopefully take a few down, and just fingers crossed that I can survive. Even if I don't survive and fall back, he's in Terminator armor, and anything in Terminator armor can't sweeping advance. So even if I did fail, I would be fine the next turn. So turn 5, I still have Linebreaker, I still have one objective, as does he. So he proceeds to shoot at my troops. Now he's firing with his Plague Marines, and I fail the armor save needed, and now I have an invulnerable save for my Spirit Seer, and I fail that as well. And it was from a plasma, so it was double his toughness, so it caused instant death. So now I no longer have any troops on any objectives now. So at this point, I think the objectives are worth 3 points each. So he has 3 points, and Warlord, whilst I only have Warlord, First Blood, and Linebreaker. Now I need to start getting points. I need to claim these objectives. If the game continues, that's my only chance of getting back into it. At the moment, he is now winning. We continue this assault phase. Can I survive? Leaving 6s. I don't manage to wound him. Now he gets to hit back with various Terminator weapons, and they're all pretty much AP3, which means on rolls to wound, which, because my toughness is only 3, as I'm explaining, he needs 3s. So he proceeds to roll, and instantly kills 3 of them. Does the game continue though? I roll the dice and on a 6 it does. So going into the overview of turn 6. So look at the board, there's not a lot of Eldar left. Not doing too well. Trying to fire my Bright Lance. It hits this time, and again rolls a 1. I am not doing very well with Bright Lances, and I think I should probably change the weapon layout, or I could just be having a lot of bad luck. Don't know. So now firing again. Trying to take down the Terminators, because if I can take them down, it could be great. I got a chance of doing something, but no, I can't. And now I resort all my efforts into taking the Plague Marines off their objective. And Bright Lance, and I deactivate my shield, and I rolled a 1. It's just not going well for the Eldar now. So the Crimson Hunter then proceeds to try and take down the Defiler, and with my great rolling I'm able to glance it twice, and that's it. So by this point it's pretty clear that he makes his invulnerable saves. It's pretty clear by this point what's going to happen. I then try to charge the Terminator to try and stop him from charging me, because he's less deadly, but then again he managed to take one of my Die Avengers down before I get to him, and I hit with everything, and then he 6s. I hit a 6, and he rolls his armor save. He does roll a 1, but he makes us feel no pain. That would have been it. But he rolls back and he kills one of my Die Avengers. And he doesn't fall back though. So, in the last turn of the game, pretty much he moves around, tries to take down the rest of my Guardians with his Battle Cannon and Reaper cannons from his Defiler, which has been brilliant this game, taking down a lot of my forces. I have nothing in the case of armor or cover save that can help me, so they all go down. Now he fires at the Wave Serpent. No, he decides to fire at the Crimson Hunter first. Snap shooting them, needing 6s. He's unable to roll. He needs 6s to hit. He has 2 hits, and then he needs 6s to do anything to him. I decide not to jink, thinking he can't do it, and he rolls double 6s. So my Crimson Hunter then goes down. And if I had have jinked, I would have saved him. But he goes down.
So here we have the aftermath of all that shooting and assaulting. Everything is blown up. Only thing that is left is the Dire Avenger. Can he survive against a load of Plague Marines and Terminators? No. Hearty handshake.
The game proceeded to turn 7, where the forces of Chaos destroyed the remaining Die Avenger, declaring total and utter victory. So, if the game had ended on turn 5, the Eldar would have been victorious. But it went to turn 7, and like the great Primarch of the Death Guard, Mortarius I think his name was, the Death Guard and Nurgle will always win a war of attrition. And that's exactly what happened here. Great game. Chaos deserved the win. And there was nothing my Eldar could have done. Maybe rolled better. But my question to you is, what Nurgle lists out there are extremely competitive? Now, should he take away the Rhinos and add in Helldrakes? Or not use Terminators? or use Plague Zombie Death Cultists? If you have an answer, put it in the comment section below. And please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.